Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. May Christ's grace fill your hearts today. As we dive into the latest guidance and prophecies, we hope you find strength and encouragement in the words shared here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to stay informed about this vital message that will help guide us through the challenges ahead. Today's divine revelation from the Blessed Virgin Mary calls us to prepare ourselves spiritually and physically for the significant trials that lie ahead. The world is on the brink of profound change, and this message serves as both a warning and a beacon of hope. According to the Virgin Mary, we are entering a time of double darkness, where both literal and spiritual light will be hard to find. This period of darkness, foreseen by Saint Michael the Archangel, is not just an earthly challenge, but a spiritual one that will demand our full attention and preparation. To navigate these dark times, the Virgin Mary provides crucial guidance. Her first and most vital message is the importance of staying spiritually aware. We are urged to maintain strong faith, pray daily, and seek group spiritual support. Platforms that offer daily prophetic words will play a crucial role in keeping us connected with divine guidance. Now more than ever, we must be vigilant in our spiritual lives, turning to prayer for comfort, strength, and guidance as the world faces unprecedented trials. Saint Michael, the great holy warrior against evil, also plays a pivotal role in this spiritual battle. His call for active conversion is an urgent reminder not to succumb to apathy. We are called to unite in prayer and action, not only to protect ourselves, but also to strengthen the body of Christ in the face of this growing adversity. One of the most profound events foretold is the 3 days of total darkness, an event that requires serious physical and spiritual preparation. The darkness, which could be both symbolic and literal, will require us to remain indoors, prepare our homes with essential supplies, and foster a sense of community support. The prophecies also speak of natural and supernatural disasters, such as volcanic eruptions, frequent earthquakes, and extreme weather changes, which are already becoming more apparent in our world today. These calamities point to a world on the verge of transformation. The message urges us to act swiftly to ensure our survival, both physically and spiritually. We must be ready to protect ourselves through prayer, keeping our homes filled with blessed items, and remaining in a state of grace. In the midst of this chaos, compassion, kindness, and generosity are seen as essential virtues. The message stresses that our hearts must remain open to one another, as it is through these qualities that we will overcome the trials that lay ahead. Special prayers for vulnerable regions, including places like San Francisco in Africa, are called for to safeguard the weak and the needy during this global crisis. The 3 days of darkness are explained in greater detail, showing how we can spiritually protect our homes and souls by remaining prayerful and in grace. Blessed candles, sacramentals, and a deep connection to God through prayer will shield us from the darkness, both physical and spiritual. Following this intense period of purification, the Virgin Mary promises a renewal, a spiritual rebirth, like the arrival of spring after a long, harsh winter. Finally, the prayers of children are highlighted as being especially powerful in times of crisis. Their innocent and pure devotion will serve as a strong defense against the forces of evil, helping to bring divine protection to all. This call to action is not just for adults, but for families to come together in prayer, creating a sanctuary of faith in their homes. The Virgin Mary's message is clear. Preparation, prayer, and community are our strongest weapons in the days to come. By following her guidance and remaining rooted in faith, we can face the coming trials with courage, hope, and a deep sense of divine protection. Let us unite in prayer and readiness for the challenges ahead, trusting that God will guide us through this period of darkness and into the light of His grace. A call to spiritual vigilance. Preparing for the days of darkness, the message is clear and urgent. We are living in a time that demands spiritual awakening and vigilance, especially when it comes to our children. Adults have a sacred responsibility to teach and guide the younger generation in prayer, faith, and spiritual practices, for the strength of tomorrow's believers rests on the foundations we build today. We cannot afford complacency. The darkness that threatens to envelop the world requires us to prepare, both spiritually and physically, for the trials ahead. As the days of darkness approach, we are called to act with urgency. Through penance, fasting, and prayer, we can combat the forces of evil. These spiritual practices are not just rituals, but powerful weapons that will fortify us and our families against the challenges ahead. It is through these acts of devotion that we will find the strength to resist the coming trials and to remain steadfast in our faith. In times of crisis, it is essential that we draw strength from one another. The message reminds us to create communities built on faith, where we can support and help each other. Through fraternal alliances, we will weather the storm together, united in prayer and action. It is during these dark times that the prayers of children will perform wonders. Parents, take heed and teach your children to pray fervently, for their prayers will be a light in the darkness. But we must also remember that we are not to live in fear of the unknown. While it is important to prepare for the days of darkness, we are not to focus on predicting when it will happen. Instead, we are called to live each day in the love of God, growing spiritually out of love, not fear. We must embrace the here and now, cultivating a deep and personal relationship with God, and actively practicing our faith every day. The coming darkness is not merely a test, it is also a moment of purification and renewal. After this trial, a new spring will emerge, bringing with it a restored world, one in which nature will thrive and humanity will live in harmony, bound by love for one another. This purification will cleanse the earth, and we will find that the air is fresher, the water purer, and the bonds of brotherhood stronger. The time is now to prepare our hearts and homes. Our homes must be places of peace and grace, filled with prayer and devotion. The use of consecrated items like holy water and blessed candles will offer protection and light in the times to come. Prayer, daily meditation, and regular participation in the sacraments are all essential ways to strengthen our spirits. Through these practices, we build a personal stronghold against the spiritual darkness that may descend. Our faith groups are essential in these times. These communities of believers will be our source of strength, offering encouragement, prayer, and support. In these groups, we can share our struggles, our hopes, and our prayers, fostering unity and focus as we face the challenges ahead. The guidance of Saint Michael the Archangel and the Virgin Mary will be a beacon of hope as we journey through these dark days together. Let us not wait. The time to prepare is now. Let us unite in prayer, strengthen our faith, and help one another as we prepare for the coming trials. Together, we can face the darkness with courage, hope, and unwavering trust in God's divine protection. In the face of the challenges ahead, a powerful message of hope, spiritual preparedness, and unity resonates deeply. The Virgin Mary and Saint Michael urge us to adopt a mindset of service, compassion, and generosity, which are crucial tools in combating the darkness of our times. These acts of kindness help to counteract the pervasive negativity, spreading light in the world. By offering help to others, we mirror the love and grace we seek to receive, creating a ripple effect of goodness that can change the hearts of many. While the looming difficulties are real and present, the message emphasizes the promise of a new era of light and grace that will follow the purification of the 3 days of darkness. This period of intense trial will lead to spiritual regeneration and a profound renewal of faith. It is in these times of hardship that we are called to endure with hope, knowing that the challenges will ultimately strengthen us. The transformation brought about by this time of trial will pave the way for a future filled with divine blessings. Spiritual vigilance is key. It is important that we continue to grow in our faith, both as individuals and as a community. The message encourages regular reflection on our spiritual practices, ensuring that we remain aligned with divine guidance. This continual spiritual development will equip us to face the challenges ahead with resilience and grace. A particularly powerful aspect of the message is the emphasis on the prayers of children. Their pure, untainted prayers hold immense power and are essential in the fight against the advancing darkness. By fostering their spiritual growth and encouraging their prayers, we not only strengthen the faith of the next generation, but also fortify the entire community's spiritual foundation. This call to action urges all believers to unite in faith and purpose, creating a collective strength that will help us navigate the trials to come. When we come together in prayer, acts of charity, and shared spiritual devotion, we form a united front against the darkness, while also deepening our own personal journeys with God. The powerful question, "Who is like God?" serves as a reminder of His omnipotence and love, uniting all believers in a reaffirmation of faith. Through commitment, faith, and communal support, we can prepare not only for the hardships ahead, but also for the divine light that awaits us. By answering this spiritual call, we embrace the path of renewal, trusting in God's guidance and the protection of the Blessed Mother. Each prayer, act of charity, and moment of spiritual reflection brings us closer to overcoming the darkness and stepping into a brighter, more hopeful future. Together, we can stand strong, face the challenges with unwavering faith, and emerge victorious, ready to embrace the light that follows. Your participation in this journey is not just significant, it's vital. As we continue this spiritual adventure, may the shared experiences of our human journey inspire and uplift us all. Stay committed, and let the power of faith and community carry you through to the other side.